Welcome back. In sports news and football, former Super Eagles head coach Eucharia believes Nigeria can qualify from Group D at the FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada next year. The group, regarded as the toughest in the draw, pitched the 7-time African champions against former world champions, the United States, 5th-ranked Sweden, and Australia, ranked 10th in the world. The Super Falcons are expected to begin their campaign in Canada against Sweden on June the 8th before taking on Australia, while their last group game is against the United States. And in today's English Premier League games, Alan Houghton was the unlikely hero as Aston Villa hit back to win 2-1 against 10-man Leicester City at Villa Park. The fullback fired in at the near post 19 minutes from time after Ciaran Clark had cancelled out Leonardo Olaro's opener to secure the Villains' first home success since August. The result leaves the Foxes rooted to the bottom without a win in 10 outings, while Villa are up to 11th after stretching their unbeaten run to 5. Earlier, Andy Carroll headed a brace as West Ham moved up to 3rd in the Premier League table with a 3-1 win over 10-man Swansea at Upton Park. Away from football, world number 2 Roger Federer in tennis said he is delighted to make his debut at the International Premier Tennis League after helping the Indian Aces team beat Singapore Slammers 26 points to 16. The 17-time Grand Slam winner partnered local star Sania Mirza in the mixed doubles, winning against Slovakian Daniela Hantuchova and Bruno Soares of Brazil. Federer also partnered Rohan Bopanna of India to win the men's doubles against Australians Leighton Hewitt, and then went on to beat Czech Republic's Thomas Berdych in the men's singles. Australian Susie Walsham earlier today won her 4th world title by winning the final race of the 2014 Vertical World Circuit in Hong Kong, China. Now, Piotr Lobodzinski of Poland finished 3rd in the men's race, which was enough to win the men's title. The skyscraper racers climbed 2,120 steps up 82 stories to reach the top of Hong Kong's highest building, the International Commerce Center. Walsham won in a time of 13 minutes and 48 seconds, with China's Zhang Zhui and He Zizhang claiming 2nd and 3rd place. And typhoon on the foreign scene, Typhoon Hagupit made landfall in the Philippines yesterday and is still sweeping across the eastern part of the country, toppling trees, power lines, and threatening coastal areas with a powerful sea surge. More than 500,000 people have fled coastal villages in the area, which were still recovering from Typhoon Haiyan last year. In Tacloban, where thousands were killed by Haiyan, roofs have been blown away and streets are flooded. But Hagupit does not appear to have been as severe as many. There have been no reports of casualties. The authorities attribute this to the fact that they were all well prepared for the typhoon. The United States is getting backlash over a failed rescue attempt of al-Qaeda hostages in Yemen. U.S. Special Forces, who tried to rescue photojournalist Luke Summers from al-Qaeda in Yemen, were not aware of the identity of the other hostage. Now, both South African teacher Pierre Korkie and Luke Summers were shot by the militants during the raid and died as a result. And German Chancellor Angela Merkel has accused Russia of interfering in the affairs of Eastern European countries seeking closer ties with the European Union. Speaking with German media, Mrs. Merkel said Russia was creating problems for Moldova, Georgia, and Ukraine, saying Russia's violation of the territorial integrity of Ukraine must not be allowed to stand. Moldova, Georgia, and Ukraine have signed trade deals with the EU. Russia is suspicious of these association agreements. It is trying to draw republics which were once part of the Soviet Union into its own customs union. And the main news again. Somalia's Prime Minister, The People's Democratic Party, the PDP, today held its primaries across states, while the Senate President and his deputy got the ticket to return to the National Assembly. Senator Eucharia and many others lost out. And former head of state and presidential aspirant General Muhammadu Buhari today explained that the bond signed by 5 presidential aspirants under the platform of the All Progressives Congress is to stabilize the party. That's it on the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Olumide Nikoli from all of us here. Do have a good night.